Welcome back, y'all, to another episode of Is That a Read? The show where we do psychic readings on the celebrities' hottest topics of the week. I'm your girl, Victoria, the queen of all things tarot, and this is my awesome co host, Julian.
Hey y'all, I'm back with my cards and I'm ready to get into these hot topics. What do we have going on, Victoria?
Got a lot of cool stuff going on this week, and you guys don't forget if you enjoy our channel, please don't hesitate to like, subscribe, add a comment if you got something to say about these crazy celebrities, and share it with a friend. So, the first story on the docket, did y'all hear that Megan the Stallion has admitted to lying?
Mm-hmm.
She was lying to Gayle King and she was lying to all of us about the fact that she slept with Tory Lanez before he shot her. Not right before he shot her, obviously, but they had at least two sexual liaisons that Megan said ain't none of y'all damn business. Okay, so Gayle was like, Megan, did you have an intimate relationship with Tori? And she was like, girl, hell no. But inside she was like, hell yeah, we did it twice. I ain't gonna lie, I was drunk. I was drunk. So Tori is like, I told y'all I hit it. And that's what I'm talking about. She a liar. So he's saying, since she lied to Gayle King and a million people, she could be lying on oath too. Like she admitted in court, she admitted that they slept together. But Tori's like, she a liar. So how you know she told y'all the whole story? How she know she didn't leave important stuff out? She's not a credible witness. So he's trying to get his sentence overturned because he got 10 years for shooting Megan. So I don't know, Julian, you ever lied about who you slept with?
All the time. Probably because I want to forget. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I think that Megan the Stallion, she was on CBS Good Morning America, I think, when she lied. Like, that is not a show that you admit who you're fucking on CBS Morning America. Like, maybe she was just trying to read the room as like, oh, this isn't the right time or place. But I see where Tory Lanez' team is coming from. Like, they found their shot, their loophole, and they're gonna take it. But the other thing is, like, she didn't lie in court, so she didn't perjure herself. You know what I mean? Like, Gayle King ain't the judge, so she did what she did. Even in her new documentary on Netflix, I think it's called Meg the Stallion, in her words, she told the truth. So, I mean, she is trying to come clean. Maybe it was just the wrong time. Who knew? Who knows what was going on in her head during that time? Maybe she was still trying to process the trauma from all of it. So, Meg, you might have lied, but I feel like maybe you had a good reason, or maybe you just right in the right space to admit. Like, she probably just didn't want to look stupid either. Like, she was fucking this guy and he ended up shooting her. Like, I wouldn't want people to know about that. I would lie about it too. So yeah, I mean, I want to know, is Tory Lanez going to be able to overturn this case? What do you think? Like, what do you want to know about this, Victoria?
I want to know why she really lied. I want to know why she really lied. Like, I understand if it was me, I would have lied too. I don't want nobody to know I'm sleeping with Tory Lanez. Like, he a short king. Ain't nothing wrong with a short king. But he got a Napoleon complex. And he's hood. He's gangster. I have an image to uphold. Like, I am the stallion. Like, I am the most desired, one of the most desired women in the industry. And I let Tory Lanez hit it. I'd be like, Victoria, did you fuck Flavor Flav? Show. Taking that shit to the grave. None of your damn business. So I want to know, why did she lie?
Okay, that's valid. Do you want to take my question, or do you want me to take your or do you want to take your question?
I'll take my question. What if she
Okay.
lied because she actually was feeling him for real?
Yeah, but still, that's no reason to get a shot in the foot. You know what I mean? Like if he did that, then yeah,
He's like, I don't want a committed relationship. Pow, pow.
Right. Unless he was trying to do a misery, like you ain't going nowhere.
Man. Whatever the case,
Yeah.
Tory Lane need to keep his ass in jail. Like,
yeah,
he a little off.
Yeah, don't be shooting people. Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry, I had to take a minute because these cards were telling me one thing, and I had to kind of like look into it a little bit more. Past, present, future, as usual, to make sure we can predict things hopefully better in the future. We see Tory Lanez being blocked from his roads being open. This could be his sentencing, that he has been slowed down from pursuing anything that he really wants to do because his roads are now not open and slowed down. We do see Megan Thee Stallion. Here we go. That's her. In the middle, we have the clovers. This is about being spontaneous. And here's the bouquet. It's about giving a gift. So I feel like this could be her new show. She was trying to come clean. This is something new. It was her gift to the world, kind of telling things from her perspective. Now, we were seeing if Tory Lanez has a case, if something's going to happen. I'm going to say no, and I'm going to tell you why. Like, we have the anchor, which is she's still showing up as reliable. It might be still confusing, and it is something to that's very questionable because the clouds are facing this, meaning like they are going to try to question her credibility, like they said. But we have here the judge is underneath the anchor saying like there's still not enough to question her to reopen the case because here we have the magician who's still closer to the anchor than it is the confusion. So sorry, Tori, I don't think this is going to work this time. Meg, you're in the clear.
Well, lucky her, and good for the rest of us that don't want to be shot. Tori needs to stay in jail for now. I asked, why did Megan lie in the first place? There's a couple of reasons. One, she thought like this is all over, like that whole relationship. She wanted it to be behind her. She had closed that chapter in her mind. And so when it got brought up without her expecting it to come through like that, she was just kind of like, that's dead. Like, I'm not even acknowledging it ever happened anymore. Like, that's how over it I am. It never happened. And also, it's like she sees herself as like the queen. She sees herself as like this really accomplished person. And she feels like, at the end of the day, like, that's just not a good look. Like, it's not a good look for who it is that I'm trying to project myself to be. And it's also not a good look for my money, like to be coming through. And especially because it's so like, it was such a tenuous situation back then. People were split on who they were supporting. And so this was not going to be good for the people that already didn't agree with what her side for her to admit this. So the cards that I get to back this up is the Four of Swords. This is like, see how she's like, it's dead. It's in a coffin. It's done. Like the swords, the fighting, the all of that had been over and done with. And she was trying to keep it dead. And then the Hangman, that's like, okay, it's happened one way, but I'm gonna see it a whole different way. So like it happened one way, but Megan was like, actually, it didn't happen. That's how I see it. It didn't happen. It never happened. And then the King of Pentacles, that represents her, like this person that's wealthy, this person that's successful, this person that's like, look, I've built up my wealth, I've built up my image, and this is who I am. All of this old stuff, it never happened. So yeah, she was just trying to leave it in the past.
Yeah, she was looking out for her brand. All right,
I get you, girl. If I was rich too, I would do what you did. Yeah, teach Gail
but you know what?
folk business.
But when push came to shove, she told the truth when it mattered, which was in court. So go ahead, Meg.
Megan, we forgive you. It's okay. I would have did the same thing. Okay, so now y'all might be in the wrong line of business. Julian, tell us about this next story.
Yeah, so Lily Allen from Smile fame, produced by Mark Ronson. She is also married to Jim Harbour, with Jim Hopper from Stranger Things. She is making money on OnlyFans, but don't worry, she's just showing her feet. But you know what's crazy is that she's making more money on OnlyFans than she is on Spotify, and she has 8 million subscribers on Spotify and 1,000 fans on OnlyFans. I did the math. So 1,000 fans, she's charging $10. She's making $10,000. That's math I could actually do. And then she has 8 million fans, and for every stream you get 0.003. So she has to have every fan stream one of her songs to make $24,000. So you know she's not having that happen every month. So $10,000 is what is making her more money now. She's getting a lot of hate from it. People are like trying to judge her, trying to say like, how are you going to do this? You have a family. This should be a last resort. You're exploiting your body, blah, blah, blah. She said, don't hate the player, hate the game. You know what? She's making her money. She also said that Jim, her husband, supports all of her decisions, so her family's fine. So maybe worried about yourself. You know what I mean? So with Lily, I think she's going to be fine. I think this is just crazy. I want to know if she's ever going to maybe dive into music again, since she's making more money off of feet pics. So that's like less work, than producing a whole album. So I want to see if the music is actually going to go anywhere after this, or is she just going to stick to the OnlyFans and the podcast, because that's what's paying the bills. What do you want to know, Victoria? What are your thoughts like about OnlyFans feet pics? She actually had 5 stars on WikiFeet, by the way, too, which is kind of what got this started. Her nail technician was like, "Yo, you got 5 stars on WikiFeet," and she's all, "Really?" She's all like, "That's unheard of." So she capitalized on that. She went on OnlyFans and she got her money. So, what do you think?
I want to know where WikiFeet is so I can submit my feet, because I'm tired of working. Like, I'm tired of making an effort. I want to take pictures of my feet and get rich too.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely am not hating the player. I'm definitely hating the game. But Lily, girl, that's an old saying. Like, that's way old. Okay. And the fact that like I was knew exactly what you was talking about, like I'm old too. I understand.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the game is twisted. The game is like robbing artists. They have their intellectual property. They're creating all this incredible creative music, and they're getting 0.000 of the profit. And so
Mm-hmm.
now they're having to go to sex work
Mm-hmm.
in order to pay their bills. That is the game that I hate. But at the end of the day, do what you gotta do. And if your man don't care, if he doesn't care that all these men are being jack in the boxes to your feet, he cool too. He's like, I'm good with it. So honestly, I'm good with it. Honestly, I mean, again, where's the site? I'm ready. Like, if I get a high rating, like 2 weeks notice. 2 weeks is going. I'm done. And like feet pics is so much easier. You don't have to show your face. Your feet
Mm-hmm.
don't ever get saggy. Like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
like as I've gotten older, gravity is kicked in and now my feet are sagging. No, this is a lifetime of income. I'm with it. I want to
All
know
right.
what I want to know is Lily really as gung ho as she says about this, or does she actually feel a little bit sad that she has to resort to sex work to pay her bills?
Okay, that's a good question. And by the way, if you don't see Victoria on this podcast in 2 weeks, we know what happened. She got 5 stars on WikiFeet, and she gave her 2 weeks notice.
Right, sure will. At the end of the day, I saw those pictures. I'm like, okay, so you stretch the toes, you put spaces in between the toes. Okay, I could do that. I can do that too.
Right.
I can do all that.
Mm-hmm. Do a little thumbs up with
And
a
all
big
I need is
toe.
1,000 folks.
There you
Shit.
go. All
Shit. Dubai, here I come.
right.
I'm balling out.
So I'm gonna see how her music is going to fare in the future, and then you want to check out how she really feels about this. Let's see. Okay. All right. Here we go. So it looks like I feel like there's a man who is going to help her with her music. I have a feeling this might be Mark Ronson. I know they haven't worked together in a while, but it feels like there is a connection there that they're going to want to revisit. This is Lily being mature because the Lily's about anchoring in this new maturity. What does her sound look like, feel like now? Because she doesn't want to share, maybe just not right now. She doesn't want to share the old stuff because I feel like she's beyond that. She's past that. She was a child back then. So now this is about her sharing her love of her music because this is a vocation card, and then this is the part that's about being seen. It's going to be dropping. I don't know about anytime soon. Maybe in a year. I want to say because we have her wanting to share her gifts of music again. Because here's the key: opening things up, and that looks like it's going to be happening within the next 6 months. But it'll definitely be new. How long that process is going to take? Maybe a year or two. So we're going to see more of Liliana's music and not just her feet. Cool.
That's awesome. Use that publicity and use it for your benefit. So I asked, like, how does she really feel about having to do this? And what I got is like her focus is always going to be on her art. Like that's really what she cares the most about. But at the same time, she has a very practical mindset and she knows that she has to be able to pay her bills. And so in her mind, she doesn't see this as an issue. She truly, like what she's saying, she believes. She feels like sometimes you just got to look at it in a different way. I got the hangman again, which is like taking a situation that doesn't look good, nothing you can do about it, and looking at it from a different perspective. That's what she's doing. So I got from her the Page of Cups. This is the creative side. But a page is like, it's not really producing to the level, but it's there. And so it's like, this is her with her art. And then we've got the Six of Pentacles. And this is like having enough to be able to do what you need to do financially. And so it's like, yeah, I'm creative. And yes, I'm doing my thing, but my art is not producing to the level that I needed to right now. And so I still want to have enough to do what I need to do and be independent and have a little bit of a surplus. And so in that case, I'm going to look at things a little differently with the hangman and do what I need to do. So she totally believes it. It's not an act. She's doing what she got to do and she don't see not a single problem with it.
All right, then. If she's good with it, that's all that matters.
Girl, lead the way. We trying to learn. All right. All right. So last story of the day. You guys know that Tom Brady used to be married to Gisele Bündchen. They had 2 kids together. They were married for quite a long time through the length of his career as a quarterback for the Patriots. And then they got divorced 2 years ago. And people used to joke around about Tom that Gisele ended up getting with her jiu-jitsu instructor. Ha ha on you, Tom. Well, after the divorce, Gisele and her jiu-jitsu instructor made it official. And now it is extremely official because Gisele, at 44 years old, is pregnant. Wow. She is pregnant with baby number 3. So, Tom, when I tell you it's over, game over. Your ex-wife is pregnant. They was having that jiu-jitsu sex. And obviously that jiu-jitsu sex, don't care how old you are, your ass getting pregnant. Mm-hmm. So y'all girls be careful with them jiu-jitsu instructors. So Tom just said he was shocked. That's what the story is. Like people close to Tom are saying he was surprised. I think he was more than surprised. What do you think, Julian?
Yeah, I think he was taken aback. I feel like he had to process a lot of things. close all these doors that were open to maybe a reconnection. Probably he just thought this was going to be passing phase, and then now he's stuck with Mr. Valente for the rest of his life because they share kids, baby mama. And he actually posted a cryptic post, and it was the Dixie Chicks Landslide, which is a cover of the Fleetwood Mac, with the quote from the song, Can the child within my heart rise above, with 3 heart emojis. And I don't know if you all know the Landslide song. It is about a relationship that is changing, and you just have to deal with it. You know what I mean? So poor Tom, he's having to get in his feelings. I don't feel too bad about him because he also owns the Raiders now and has a gig like being an anchor. He's making money. He'll find love again. I'm sure he has no problem finding people to date. So, Tom, deal with it and let Gisele and Mr. Valente be happy. Let them jujitsu and grapple and grind and do whatever else they need. Maybe break a baby number 4. Which, by the way, if Gisele's 44 still having babies, she got some strong eggs up in there. So, yeah, and they're both Brazilian. So, I don't know.
Yeah, she got them cage-free eggs, them free-range eggs. They just be out there like, it is what it is. Like, we coming in, we coming through. So,
Right.
I don't know. My heart goes out to Tom. Like, if I was truly in love with a person and I fumbled the bag and they left me, that was somebody that really wasn't as wealthy as me or really wasn't as, like, accomplished as me. And then they, like, started a family, like he had a baby with her. Like, I would literally like take a knife and cut my heart completely out and like pull the bloody, like beating heart from my chest and mail it to their address. I'd be like, you killed me with this. This is baby. I wouldn't be posting no song. Like, I would be Maleficent. I'd be walking around in a full body leather suit with horns on, like, somebody better leave me, like, so Tom is doing better than me. He better than me. That's all I can say.
Tom, please don't do that. And so I guess I want to know how Tom's really doing because it was so cryptic. I mean, I feel like we've come conclusions, but let's ask the cards. Victoria, what do you want to know?
I want to know if Gisele and Joaquin are going to get married now that they have a baby coming.
That's true. All right. Let's see how Mr. Brady's doing. Ooh, I like that sound. Yeah.
A little ASMR for our audience.
Right? Okay, here we go. Poor Tom. How are you feeling, buddy? What's going on? Oh, ooh. He's going through it. I'm sorry, y'all. He's probably gonna see my hat. Mental Wellness Club. He's gonna have to see a therapist soon if he's not already. Because here's the reader card, and here's the birds, and this is about conversations opening up with a healer. So that could be like a therapist. And we do see this is something that he was not ready to publicly deal with, as far as this is it, man. Because here's the crossing, letting go, getting to the other side of things. This could be the point in his life, but it's very public right here. So the best thing he could have done was to be very cryptic because he kind of wasn't ready for this. So he couldn't make a full-on statement. So he was still trying to sort through his feelings. Because here's the mice. The mice take from you. They kind of your chatter in your own head that are blocking his emotional flow that was kind of going on here. That's what the fish is right here. And what we see here is we have the dog and we have the fox. I want to say the dog is actually Gisele. He saw him as like one of his really best friends, and we have the fox here, and he feels kind of betrayed, which understandably so. Like, he is still not over it, and she's moved on. So that's hard. I feel for you, Tom.
Sorry, Tom. So now I'm going to drive the dagger further into your chest, and I'm going to ask, are they going to get married? If they do, it won't be very soon. They're still waiting on the right timing. They do see each other as soulmates. They do very much feel like that really true connection to each other, but also they don't feel like they have to rush into a official commitment. But I do see a marriage coming eventually. So the cards that I have for them is the Seven of Pentacles. This is like being patient. It's like putting in the work and doing all the right things, but timing is at play. And so it's going to happen naturally as time progresses. And then I've got the Star, which is like all about hope. It's about things being destined, positive destiny for them. So this is like things are going well for them, but they're still being patient about it. And then ultimately, I've got the Ace of Swords, which it almost looks like, this could be a signifier of marriage, but it's also like victory over challenges. And so with that combination together, it's like, yeah, they're going to do it soon enough, but they have no problem taking their time building their relationship break by break. And because they feel the connection, that this is a real true soulmate connection. So there's no need to rush.
I like that. So that sword wasn't Tom pulling his heart out and delivering
I
it to
mean, it
Mark.
might be the same sword. They might have just took a cloth and been like, let me just wipe this one right off and reuse.
All right.
All right. So thank you guys for sharing the time with us again this week. We could not be here without you. And so again, like if you liked it, like and comment. Don't forget to share with a friend and subscribe so you'll be notified whenever we upload a new video. And this part of the show is all about you. It's our thank you. We give you a weekly inspirational reading where we give you the vibe for this coming week. I'm going to be doing a love reading for my singles and couples using Doreen Virtue's Love Angel Tarot deck. Love Angel Oracle deck. And Julian, what about you?
I'm going to do an overall energy read for this coming week and maybe any guidance that comes through on how to handle that.
Okay, that sounds great.
All right. Let's see. Okay. Oops. All right. Okay. There is confusion that's going to be lifting because here we do have the clouds and then we do have the bouquet. This is things that you thought were coming. Like, I think you're going to come to realizations like it's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen this year. Maybe we're already coming close to the end of the year. So just kind of like being more realistic, what you could actually have done before we finish out this year. Because, everyone's all like, new year, new me. So it's time to reevaluate, like kind of where you were coming, what goals you kind of set, and where you are right now, and what you could actually accomplish. Because what we see here is honing in on the things that actually can work, with the time that we have left. Because we have the scythe and we have the sun. This is reaping in, reaping in. What is the change that you could actually make now? And this could also be very much so with the election too, like what kind of change you want to make as far as who you're going to vote for, what's coming up for you. And then it looks like we are cleaning up on your ground. This is kind of what they're asking you. They're saying like, how can I be grounded in the present moment right now with the letting go of expectations that I might have set for myself for this year that didn't come to fruition. So kind of ground in the fact of the accomplishments that you made, and also ground as far as being present. So like if that's going for a walk, drinking more water, having some food, like very physical. I feel like it is very like where our nervous systems need to be calm right now during this week with everything that's happening. And then we do have here is it's going to feel very burdensome to ask for help. But I feel like if you are needing help with whatever is going on this week, please ask, because it does feel like here's the burden card and this is the woman card. It doesn't mean an actual woman. This could actually be you receiving, might feel like you're asking too much. But please, if that's something that you need to ground, to feel solid, to feel happy, please do that. But even though that is the thought that might be coming up this week. All right. I hope that was helpful.
That was very helpful. Thank you, Julian.
Yeah.
All right. So love reading for singles and couples. You guys. I don't know what the hell is going on with y'all. I would say the love angels don't lie, but they can be very shady. So for the singles, first card's coming up for y'all is deception. Okay. Is this self-deception? Is this deception in terms of who's coming into your world? I don't know, y'all. Y'all know the answer to that. But what I'm seeing is new love is on the horizon. Okay. There might be somebody already you're attracted to, or there might be somebody that's right around the corner that's coming along the way. And the advice here is you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So, what I'm picking up for y'all is like some of y'all might be attracted to somebody, and somebody might be coming in, and might not be comfortable being your true self, letting your true, authentic self come out. Or it could also be somebody's coming in, and you so busy trying to get the perfect person that you want to fit them into this mold instead of seeing this is not really right for you. So you're not being in the moment, you all in the future trying to like fit the square peg in the round hole. Either way, deception in any way is just going to lead you in circles. Okay? Because the universe going to spank that ass if you ain't going to be true to yourself. Just know that. So you guys, like, you got opportunities here. Like, new love is on the horizon. But like, be real, be authentic, and be in the moment so that you can get what you need to get out of it. Maybe this person needs you to be authentic so it can be a long-term connection, or maybe you need to see this person for who they are, and maybe you just need to hook up and let them go on about their business. Live in the moment. Okay, now couples, y'all got to pay attention to the red flags. What is going on? What is happening with you guys? Okay, you were doing so good over the last couple of weeks, but it's got the signs are cautioning you. And then it's also got forgiving and learning. And it's got your love life is affected by children. This is going to mean different things for different people. So some of y'all, it's a situation where somebody might have a side chick that may be having a baby on the way. Like, it could be that literal. But on another standpoint, it could literally just be like you're on the track to be a parent, to have a serious, committed relationship where you're having children, but this ain't the right person to do that with. And you don't realize the red flags. So this is a learning experience, whatever it is. And it seems to be more tailored towards if you want a really stable bond that you can rely on for the future, you got to pay attention to the red flags that's in front of you right now. And if it's just, you need to process, you need to forgive and stay with this partner, or you need to forgive yourself for wasting your own damn time and move on, whatever the case, pay attention to the red flags, guys. All right. So don't be stupid. All right. Okay. With love. With love. All right. That's what I got for you.
Sounds good. And don't worry about and look at the pink flags that might turn into red flags too. And
all right, Julian. So why don't you close us out?
All right. I had a lot of fun with y'all every week, digging into these hot topics, consulting the cards. We will see you next week though with new hot topics. Have a good week, y'all. Bye.